Hello, this is Flatlander Mike, coming from Saskatchewan, Canada again, and we're going to do a heater. Now, I did it, probably a couple of months ago, but we had some problems with the camera. It wasn't recording where it's supposed to record. So I'm going to just go back through. It's probably a quicker video anyway. So I'm going to go through and show you what I did. Didn't cost me that much, so, but I'm kind of cheap, so you know I kind of do things that are the least expensive. So anyway, we're gonna go through the heater and what I bought and little things. So just stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna show you the heater. I bought this off of Amazon. And it was under $100. It was on sale. I waited till summertime when it was least expensive. It's a 3 outlet. You can see here. There's one there, one in the middle, and one on this side. So it's fairly small. It's got two fans on the bottom here, and comes with brackets, but it doesn't come with the bolts, so you gotta get some 6 millimeter bolts, 10 millimeter heads. Okay, so this is the inlet and the outlet. Comes up through the floor. Drilled holes in here, ran it underneath, so we're right on the tunnel. These are the heater hoses. I put some plastic conduit sort of stuff around them to protect them from cutting or whatever. This is the wire for the fan. Now it comes with a switch, a rheostat, so it's variable speed. But I opted to hook it right straight full blast through just an on and off switch on the dash. So I'll show you that in a bit. Okay, so here I have a little, this is just made out of pipe, sewer pipe. So I've got 2 of them. Made a little flap in here because I felt maybe I could get a little more heat to the top. Okay, so I got a little flap I can shut it off and on. So in these pipes here, they're flexible. They come with the unit. It's kind of a kit, although I never used everything in there. Okay, so went up to the top here. I've got 2 outlets in the dash. Those are homemade too, from sewer pipe and adapters for a different bigger size. I just glued them on to a couple of pieces of pipe, black pipe. And I got one on this side here. There are no flaps inside. It just comes straight out. Now getting those in is quite a challenge. So I'll take you over and around to the front and show you what I did. Okay, so here we have one heater hose. Now it actually goes to the radiator right here. So I can point it out to you. This is the heater, the rad hose here, and I just cut it off here. I have these pinchers that pinch off hoses, and so I just put one on each side. Now this one here has a little, this is the Y that had the order separate from Amazon. Waited for them to come on sale, and also I have a tap on each side actually, so I can shut the water off to the heater. This one here looks a little like it's got a bit of a kink to it, so I might have to reposition that a little bit. So the heater hose goes, where are we here? Up here, and it goes down over here. See it right here, goes down, and then up underneath. Okay, and the other side, sort of the same thing here. Okay, heater hose in a little different spot. So this is the heater hose here. Cut it here, it goes across. Put in a Y here. This goes up and around here. I come off and then it goes back down. So I would say that was probably about the hardest part of the whole thing. Oh, actually not quite. Putting the hoses up, the heater hoses up to the thing. So there's the one hose here. That's the easy one. Okay, and on the other side is the hard one. Took quite a, you gotta be a contortionist to get that through. Okay. So if you look at my other video with the signal lights, you know I installed a fuse block here. So I've got the heater I hooked right to here, the switch to a fuse, and it goes this way up underneath the dash. I'll just show you where it is here. Okay, so these are my switches here. We've got a fan that's directly, so it's running full blast all the time. Okay, but it is fused, so that'll save it from burning up. Okay, so that's pretty much the heater. Bleeding the system. I have a set of car ramps here. See here, these metal car ramps. I had the tires on at that time, the regular tires. So I just put it up on those ramps. So it helps if you have the front end up when you're bleeding the cooling system. You take your rat cap off here. Okay, and then just fill it up. Get a long funnel here. Fill it up till it's full. Now they say you're not supposed to start it up. You're supposed to bleed it, go back to the engine, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I have some experience with cars, and it's pretty much the same as a car. You're raised up. You're up on the ramp, so it's up about 12 inches or so. 10, 12 inches. So you just take the cap off, fill it up with antifreeze, and I got as much out in there as I could. You let it sit and let it drain down. Start it up. Make sure that your overflow is filled. Okay, so you have an antifreeze tank, recovery tank here. So what happens when it, let's get over here. When it fills, when it's full, it's cold. You've got a cold line here, right here, full. This is the max up here. This is a minimum. So you want it up here at least, maybe up a little more. You want to fill it up quite a bit. And what you do is you start it up. You let it warm up. Not really hot, but leave it in neutral. Rev it up. Just keep revving it, like vroom, vroom, vroom. And then when you think it's fairly hot, or if your fan kicks in, then it's pretty hot. You can shut it off or whatever. Keep filling the antifreeze up in the radiator if you can. Okay, and then what you do is you put the cap on. Make sure you got lots in here. Shut it off. Let it cool down overnight. And what happens is when it cools down, it'll suck the antifreeze. When it contracts, it'll suck it from the coolant into the radiator. Okay, and you just do that a couple of times for a couple of days. It might take a little bit of time, but if you, if you're careful, you'll be fine. And you just keep doing that until it doesn't go down anymore. So, so she's right full now. So anyway, that's about it for the heater. I hope you can follow it. And the other video was much better, but it was a lot longer. So anyway, this is a 2014 Viking, and great little machine. Great little machine. So, can't wait to see my next video. I've got one coming out. I'm putting a snow plow on it, so I'm just waiting for the plow now. So when I get that done, we'll try and get that on too. Thanks for listening.